Namah Shivaya all of you. Today we are going to take the topic chemical properties of aldehyde and ketones. Okay. So in the last class we discussed about the preparation of aldehydes and ketones. So today we can move with the chemical reactions shown by this aldehyde and ketones. And before that, which is the functional group present in aldehyde and ketone? The functional group present in aldehyde and ketone is carbonyl group. Carbonyl group. Okay. So what is the difference between this aldehyde and ketone? In the case of aldehyde, one of the valency of carbon is satisfied by hydrogen and other valency is satisfied by alkyl group. And in the case of ketone, both the valencies of carbon atom are satisfied by alkyl group. It can be of same alkyl group or of different alkyl group. Since both of them have same chemical, they will show same chemical properties. Why they are showing same chemical properties? Because they have the same functional group, that is carbonyl group is the functional group present in both aldehyde and ketones. Okay? So mainly we know that the chemical properties of a compound depends upon the functional group present. We know that the properties of aldehydes are different that of a carboxylic acid group, or it is different that of an alcoholic group. So the chemical properties which depends on the functional group present. Okay, depends on the functional group present. So can we move to the reaction shown by this aldehyde and ketones? Okay. So the first reaction is nucleophilic addition reaction. Nucleophilic addition reaction. So nucleophilic addition reaction means we know that nucleophiles are rich with electron. They have a lone pair of electron or they have electrons, they are negatively charged particles. Okay. So this nucleophilic addition reaction means this nucleophile will added. In nucleophilic addition reaction, nucleophile will be added to an electrophilic center. That is nucleophilic addition reaction. So in the case of carbonyl group, we know that this is the functional group present in aldehyde and ketone. Okay. So when one of the bond is break, what will happen? Carbon acquires a slightly positive charge and oxygen being more electronegative, it acquires a negative charge. Carbon acquires a positive charge and oxygen being more electronegative than carbon, it acquires a negative charge. So what will happen? And before we know that in the case of this carbonyl group, what is the hybridization of this carbon? Since there is a double bond present, the hybridization of this carbon is sp2. As a result, this is having a planar structure. Okay, this carbonyl group is having a planar structure. So when a nucleophile approaches, nucleophile we can represent it like this, approaches, what will happen? Nucleophile which is rich with electron, it will come and attack at the positively charged or electrophilic carbon atom. So we can write the nucleophile will come and attack here. Okay, and this oxygen is having a negative charge. We get an intermediate like this. Okay, and in this particular intermediate is known as alkoxide intermediate. Alkoxide intermediate. And this intermediate we can write, and the hybridization of this intermediate will change to sp3 because nucleophile, just like this we can write now. Okay. So the hybridization will change to sp3. So this is having a tetrahedral geometry. Tetrahedral geometry. Okay. So what will happen? And both these reactions, they are reversible. In order to complete this reaction, and proton will be added to oxygen from the reaction medium. So this can be converted into carbon with a nucleophile oxygen like this. Okay. Here some group will be there, and here we can see the OH group. This is having again a tetrahedral geometry. Is it clear all of you? So this is a reaction. Reaction in the sense, this is actually the mechanism of nucleophilic addition reaction. Is it clear? Okay. So next we can discuss what about the reactivity of this aldehyde and ketones. Reactivity of aldehyde and ketones towards this nucleophilic addition reaction. Aldehydes and ketones are there. Both will give nucleophilic addition reaction. Both will answer nucleophilic addition reaction. But which one is more reactive? Either aldehyde or ketone. Which one is more reactive? That is we are going to discuss. And there are several factors for that. And can you say which one will be more reactive? Either aldehyde or ketone. Which one will be more reactive? Yes, the reason for that is, or we can say, generally aldehydes are more reactive. Aldehydes are more reactive than ketones. Aldehydes are more reactive than ketones towards nucleophilic addition reaction. Okay, aldehydes are more reactive towards ketones. Sorry, aldehydes are more reactive towards nucleophilic addition reaction than ketones. And the reason for that, there are two reasons mainly, and one of the reasons is due to steric hindrance. What do you mean by steric hindrance? Steric factor? Steric factor means if some bulky groups are present and they will hinder some reaction, and that bulky groups generally causes this steric hindrance. Okay, so tell me, in the case of aldehyde and ketone, which one is having more steric hindrance? Ketones are having more steric hindrance. Why? Because in the case of ketones, both the valencies of carbon atoms are satisfied by different alkyl groups. So if larger group or if bulky groups are present, what will happen? It will be difficult for the nucleophile, or we can write here I think, it will be difficult for the nucleophile to come and attack at this carbon. This is actually the electrophilic carbon atom. So it will be difficult for the nucleophile to come and attack at the electrophilic carbon atom in the case of ketones. But what about in the case of aldehyde? In the case of aldehyde, one of the valency is satisfied by hydrogen, which is a smaller one, and the other valency is satisfied by an alkyl group. So here, when compared to ketones, the nucleophile can come and attack at this carbon atom in the case of aldehyde, where steric hindrance is less. Is it clear all of you? Okay. So ketones are more reactive than, aldehydes are more reactive than ketones. And in the second case is electronic factor. Second case is electronic factor. So in electronic factor, second is electronic factor. In electronic factor, again the same reason. In the case of ketone, both the valencies are satisfied by alkyl group, and in aldehyde, it is hydrogen and one alkyl group. So what will happen? We know that this R group and alkyl groups are electron donating. Okay, so what will happen? These group will donate its electron to carbon. So what will happen? The electrophilicity of carbon atom will get reduced. So if the electrophilicity of this carbon atom get reduced, means the positive charge of carbon atom is getting reduced. So the nucleophile cannot come and attack at the carbon. What about in the case of aldehyde? There is only one group present, one alkyl group present. So the electron releasing group or plus effect may not be more there in the case of aldehyde. So the reaction will occur. So is that clear, the reactions why aldehydes are more reactive compared to ketones towards this nucleophilic addition reaction? These are the reasons. And from this topic, generally in nucleophilic addition reactions, generally questions are asked. Aldehydes are more reacting towards ketone. Why? What are the reasons? Or you will be given some compounds. Compound means you will be given aldehydes, ketones, and several aldehydes and ketones are given. So from that you have to identify which one is having more steric factor, and then you have to arrange that molecules in the order of their either decreasing or increasing order towards this nucleophilic addition reaction, and that is a common question. Is it clear, all of you? Okay.